We now return to Let's Play Poseidon. Two worlds collide. In a world torn apart by oppression, a strong leader must arise to throw off the yoke of servitude. This is a very challenging adventure that consists of 6 Parent City episodes and 2 Colony episodes.
Only the Atlanteans could be so cruel. Their brutal army swept into your city from Knossos, their base on Crete, and began their mission of destruction. In the fray, families were torn apart, mother from father, brother from brother, sister from sister. When the Atlantean army was done, there were only a few people left standing. When our Greek forefathers first met the Atlanteans, they were a weak little bunch always spouting off about peace and science. Several decades ago, however, something changed. They began to use science to develop new weaponry, which is respectable enough, and began using their new weapons to subjugate their neighbors. Bit by bit, they took over most of the lands in and around the Mediterranean and built strongholds at Syracuse, Knossos, and Carthage. They even built a fort at Lixus that acts as a cork, preventing any unauthorized ships from entering or leaving the Mediterranean Sea. But then, after making some ludicrous demands, they had the gall to invade Greece, an affront that cannot go unanswered. They have already conquered many of our cities with their strong weapons and superior numbers. But we are Greek, and we are stronger. First, we must build a mighty city in Mycenae, a rocky area whose mountains offer us natural protection against our foes. The mountains will not likely be enough, however. We should also build extensive fortifications to protect our city from those Atlantean curs. From here, we will be able to resist the Atlantean onslaught until we are ready to strike.
Alright. I'm turning this down to the easiest difficulty. This is my 4th time trying this. I cannot figure it out. I have no idea how I beat it the first time. So, we've got a plateau here with some goods. Very little, narrow building area. We are going to face earthquakes, tidal waves, Poseidon, invasions, Atlas, the fucking Kraken. This is absolutely brutal. And in this first episode in particular, a lot of that happens, like, immediately. We have about 20 minutes to get an economy going, and when you start on moderate, that's only 4,000 drachma, not 6,000. We got about 20 minutes to get an economy going and an army going because we get invaded, and I at least did not have enough money to be able to pay it off, and so I couldn't fight it. I mean, I cannot figure this out. I cannot figure out the order you're supposed to go in and get it all within the time limit. It's so fucking impossible. Plus, we've only got 2 trading partners, and we lose them, which is unfortunate because they buy bronze and armor and sculpture, you'd think. But even starting off, like, by the time I am able to get 1 sculpture sold, they get conquered. So, like, it's not even worth having an industry. I don't know how you're supposed to do it. Beg for money, I guess, because you're going to lose them anyway, and then just hope for the best. But yeah, like, I've got to get the whole damn thing done and ready in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to get started. Alright. Managed to get 2 along the strip here. I don't know if this is going to work. This is the area where the tidal waves happen, and it's permanent. But I think the shoreline might still allow this to exist. I don't know about here. I might have to reconfigure this a little bit. We're going to have room for a very squat second elite housing block right here, because an earthquake and the Cyclops happen, and that earthquake goes to, like, right about there. And also cuts off the silver mine. Honest to God, I don't know if it's a bug or what. The first time I went through this, my silver mines, I had like 8 of them here. They were making 500 silver, or drachma, a year. I looked it up. I looked up the stats. Each mint is supposed to be making, well, about 500 if it's 10 paces away, about 200 if it's more than that. So here, I guess that's probably like 20 or 30 spaces. But each one should have been making about 200, and it was not. So I have no fucking idea what that's all about. But we cannot rely on the silver. And as tempting as it is, especially in this episode, to just sit and farm as much money as possible, we just, I mean, it gets worse the longer we're here. So this is not a viable option, unfortunately. we really actually have to get the elite housing going and then just rely on them for taxes. That's the only way I can think of that this is going to work. Which means we got to have the fucking bronze and armor thing going, and it's going to be a mess. But here we go. Get everybody in here as quickly as possible. Okay, put a pause on that because we need to get this started. I'm going to have you come here. I've got enough room here maybe for a trade shop, and I'm going to have a fish going. Now, I think a strategy about this, because I couldn't figure out any other way to do it, a strategy was to get, basically use all my money. Because then we will be given stuff, especially from Athens, because they're congenial. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and request this right now from Sparta. But if we use up our money, they will give me some, and then we can just beg, and I think that's... I mean, obviously it's going to lower their rating of me, but, you know, we're going to end up conquering them eventually anyway, and it's going to reset it all. So, yeah, that's that. We're going to need more than this. I can tell that right away. So let's not that. Yeah, I have no idea how people do this on Olympian. I mean, this is... it's just fucking impossible. So, hopefully it'll be very easy for me to do it. You know what? We don't need that extra little spur. Do it on beginner difficulty. But Poseidon shows up right here, and he wipes out everything. And these are good spots for a trireme because they're 3 wide, but then, you know, he'll just come along and destroy them. The Kraken eventually comes over here, so he comes and wipes out whatever we've got there. I think we're safe to build on the island, at least until the tidal wave, which probably wipes out about half, but we need to save this for the Zeus eventually anyway, especially for the last mission, because it's a goddamn gauntlet. And as far as I know, this is where we get invaded, unless we get invaded from anywhere else, in which case I'm absolutely screwed. Okay, we need to get a few more in here. We need to get this food going quickly as possible. I don't know if I need more than that. I'll just assume we got enough there because, you know, we got to have everything. Okay, we got more. Let's go ahead and get this up in here. We have to have everything. And with just, like I said, within 20 minutes. It's absolutely nuts. Okay, and I think maybe... Let's see, so we can go there. We can maybe go up like that. We get another one up in there. Let's find out. Before that, though, let's actually make use of this. Put in 3 carting sheds. Actually, that might be too much. Let's maybe start off with 2. And I need to get a thing here. Now, this is going to be hard. Because they're going to share. And so setting these down to 8 apiece, I think, I mean... Well, since all the industry is going to be right here, I think we'll be fine. But we need enough here that these guys can get fed immediately. Because that's going to be a fucking bitch. Okay. Get that going. 200 more people coming in. Alright. Let's get the growers started as well. They're going to take for damned ever. We're probably going to want 3 just to make sure we got all that stuff immediately. Let's do olive trees. I'll let them go back for a little bit. Then we can also fit in grapevine. May as well get that going. The sooner we get the wine, the easier that's going to be. Getting these guys built up. The next thing I need to do is probably, well, we'll have to put them into industry. 25 people, I mean, they're all coming in, so let's just bank on the fact that we've got the people. Press to match that. And then we'll get started on this. Gift of wood. Alright. Here's the next little crisis. What to do with all the frickin' building material. Now, if we get Hephaestus, which is kind of implied is what we're supposed to do right away, obviously we have access to Talos. But he alone cannot stop the invasion. Like the first invasion, and this is on mortal difficulty, by the way. This is normal difficulty. The first invasion is two infantry, one archer, and one cavalry. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to have enough to face off against that. It's nuts. So I don't feel bad at lowering the difficulty at all. I want to get this done. I'm just so tired of trying to figure this shit out. We can turn it back up for the next missions, but I've got to get this thing going. Okay. So let's do like 2 sculpture, and then 16 wood, and then 12 marble. Because we will get given enough that we can actually have a complete complete temple to Hephaestus. These guys still haven't even gotten food yet. I don't know if it's worth, like, Athens will give me 4,000. In fact, fuck, maybe I should do that. We need to get the armor going first, actually. Alright, what am I doing with that? Yeah, so like if I wore out all my money, Athens would give me 4,000 drachma, and we might be able to ask for that anyway. In fact, I should probably just do that. Do it right now. Okay, we'll want that, and then we're going to set up our grouping over here for the same situation. Let's do... Actually, right now, let's not worry about it. Right now, let's only get the armor. I'm going to have a thing here, a grand one for the elites, so they'll be able to pull from this as well. Let's have them accept 8 here, so that they deliver up here, hopefully, theoretically. Let's see what we got. Okay, 7 people, gift of wood, gift of drachma. Let's go ahead and beg Athens, they should be alright. Should be alright. Okay. Next is Foundry. Let's go Foundry. We're just going to skip... Well, actually, shit, we can't. I need to put down a sculpture. And then once I have my 2 statues... Actually, Hephaestus requires 6. Let's undo that. We need the armor first. Like I said, Talos isn't going to do shit for me. So, what the fuck is it? Armor. Let's do 2 armors. Probably put in a 3rd forge. And then we'll go over to the mints. Oh, we won't. We won't be doing that at all. Alright. Let's turn off the armor for now. We need to start getting some food. Only 3. Only 3. Also, I had the crisis in both housing blocks of the water boys. So, once again, I have no idea how to fix that. It's just a bug, and it seems to be a bug when I go fast. I would rather get the drachmas for free, but, you know, what can you do about that? I guess I could turn those off, too. They're just sitting on that stuff. Alright, we got enough now. Let's get common in here and get some food going. Now, to deal with it over here, I think I can set some goats up. I am going to put something here, which is going to block off half of that. But I think goats will be what we use to feed them. If I put up any fishing along here, it's just going to get wiped out. So I don't know what to do with that.
I am Athena. Worship me, and a sacred grove will grace your city.
I believe that's next episode that we need her. Okay, let's get this new crew in. Alright, so now we can turn that back on. Get that armor started. We've got... This will be in January, and it doesn't really look like we've grown very much. So it's going to be a slim pickings. Fuck, god damn it. Every fucking time I forget this. Every fucking time. This is the 4th goddamn time I've done this mission and I've forgotten. Alright, what do we have? 148? Let's just go straight to it. I'm just thinking we're going to have to offset that somehow, but whatever. Let's just go straight into it. This is going to be a problem in the future because of the appeal. Like, I can't get to it here, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But we need as much people as possible. In fact, let's fill this... no. Let's get this one started down here and get this full of cheese. It's going to go right there. This is going to accept and accept. Actually, we should just accept all of that, but get the cheese. Dairy. Dairy, dairy, dairy. I may be using too much. 200? Okay. We're going to go over there and put some money away. Need to make sure these little fuckers don't wander over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually probably cheap. How much is that anyway? 8 to 6? Oh. Hopefully that'll keep them out of the way. Right, so yeah, we blocked this off entirely, so now these guys have to either go around there or go up here, but they'll get to them eventually. And then we can also mix this with goats for these guys, or sheep rather, so we can have our own little fleece over here. Okay, we got some grapes. We don't have any presses for the wine. I guess I can afford to do that. I'll just put them here. It's going to have some bad appeal, but I think we'll be fine. Or we just... God, I don't know. I should probably get the wine going too, I suppose. I guess maybe I should have held off on that, since now they seem to have... did I fuck this up? I may have fucked this up. Alright, let's get over here. Let's get you in. Lock that. I'm gonna get started on some of you. I cannot go past this line. See how much this takes up. Okay, good chunk there. Let's come back over to here. Do I put another wine in there? 140, no. Let's instead use up some of our money. And then this is... It's gonna have to go like that, or something. I haven't even gotten to the point where I can test if this is gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna set this up. Alright, and just as I did that, Athens now needs bronze, which we're not going to comply with. Sorry. Alright, this is going to use up a lot of people. We can also get the palace set right there. And then we will need a theater, school, and a college. And those will wander right up there, and I hope to God that is enough. We've got to get this shit filled. First of all, let's see if this guy will wander down there. I left a space here for the tax office. We're just gonna have to hope all of these guys wander. Okay, that guy makes it. Good. Good. Gnosis has now conquered Sparta. Shit. I should have asked for money. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, they're gone. So, I think... we ought to be given one more batch. Maybe I should just ask for it now. Because they've asked for bronze. If they ask for armor, they're about to be conquered. So maybe I should just get this started now. Let's get the Forge of Hephaestus up in here. Yeah, we're not getting anybody else there. Forge 2, Hephaestus, right there. That'll use up some of that shit. Took up a big chunk of money. Alright, we got armor here. They might wait a little bit. Only got 22 people left. We do not have... Jesus. Alright. I'm going to have to start giving food to the southern bloc here to progress. They're not getting any of that goddamn cheese out of there. And I'm about to get these guys killed because I didn't put that down, so that's great. Real fucking smart of me there. So, I've got 11 basically to start them on their food journey. Okay, we've got olives coming in finally. Gift of marble from Athens, that is the last that we will see of that. Let's go ahead and save, and I'm just going to ask for money. I might be able to get it one more time. I was really hoping to spend enough that I would get gifts just for free, because that saves me so much more. But, you know, if I get the money one way or another, that's fine. It might be good to put in another fisher, just so we start filling this up faster. I don't know why we suddenly got 11 people out of nowhere. It's kind of weird. We are seeing some of that bronze just sit there, aren't we? People, Jesus
My
Christ.
dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers
we're getting that.
find great strength.
That's good, that's good. Where are we working on that goddamn cheese? What the fuck? They haven't produced a single one yet. Alright. Yeah, we need as much money as possible. Just so that we have the ability to pay off the coming invasion. And, alright, we don't need that wine. Let's turn them off. We need taxes. I wonder if I shouldn't cut that in half so they start filling it down in here. Got 20 people. fuck, I can't do that. I can't do that until I start getting some goddamn food. Where the fuck is the cheese? Athens needs bronze. Now they need... Okay, they're about to... They're about to be conquered. Giving this to them might keep their thoughts of me high enough. But I just can't. I can't. Okay. They're sympathetic. They're going to feel real bad about me. I'm going to beg for money again. They are about to be conquered, and that is not good because the next thing that happens is Poseidon invades or the Atlanteans invade. I forget, but it's not good. It is not good. Alright, we have got to get some fucking food. I have got to grow these people up. We're gonna need a gym. Let's see, I think the gym is probably least offensive right here. Or maybe the actor's school? I don't know, but the college has to come down here for the appeal. Put it right there. I think these are going to get wiped out, but I think it might recede enough that I can put them back in. If not, this whole block is fucked. I can't. It's not a good thing to do. Okay. We might have enough. I don't know, man. Like, I had, what, like 800 drachma, and the Atlanteans came, and that was not enough to pay them off. I mean, I have no goddamn clue. 400 people, good. This is more than enough to justify getting this started. I probably won't even get them in time, to be honest. This has honestly broken me. This mission is just so... I don't understand how I got it done the first time. It's so fucked. I don't know if we want to do wine or not. They're going to have to buy, and then they're not going to have enough. We do have some olives sitting in there. I could put more onto a press. We're going to have to put that wine back into circulation. And then eventually I got to get somebody working on this thing. Can afford taxes now. Put the same things here. Gift of marble, my last gift of marble. I was not expecting that. Not expecting that. Gotta get these guys started. Son of a bitch. I never fucking finish these things either. I've put them down every motherfucking episode and I never goddamn remember. Okay, we've already got one of these. It's a good start. That should be enough, but otherwise we'll have space back here for garden. Okay, the tax guy makes it. The whole thing works now. Okay, plenty of people. Let's get them started on pressing. In fact, I can probably get 2 in there. But let's just start off with 1. 73 people, what else can we do with this? Well, we can get someone started on this. This is going to eat something. We've got people here, so we've got plenty of bronze to supply 3 of those. We will need a sculpture studio. In which case we might need a 3rd foundry. How much people? 300. Oh, this is making my acid reflux act up. Okay, and then we can probably put a couple more people into the silver. How much are we making off of silver anyway? 400. Well, it's the difficulty is offsetting it. It's actually giving me more money on beginner, obviously. So we can do that. Gotta watch this, though, because, God, if they took more than 800, I'm expecting, like, 1,000, 2,000, I have no fucking idea, man, but it is too much. Let's put that back on. See where we're at now. Okay. Gnosis has now conquered Athens. This now doesn't matter to me. Okay, we still got plenty of people, so let's get this going. Drama school. And college. And those will wind there. That goes, that goes. We're all set. Everything works there. So the thing about putting this here is that when they come conquering, they're going to go all the way through. You might think actually it'd be a good idea to put it on the island and then have like a bridge come over here, which it would. But I think this will be good, and the benefit here too is that I can just, you know, have these guys like right here to walk out and defend. Another thing I can do too is maybe line the shoreline with towers so they get pelted as they're walking in. Actually, that would be really good. I don't know that I can fit that in here. This way, I cannot. But I might be able to get one over here or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out if we come to it. And we are out of goddamned food. How are we out of food? Nothing's even coming down here. How are we out of food? Okay. More culture. How the fuck do you need more culture? I guess because the theater guy hasn't made his way up there yet. We're gonna have to put in more sheep, too. In fact, we should put those down here so that these guys start filling in. Athens thinks less of you. Couldn't care less. It's a future problem. Probably have a little bit more. Okay, we got enough now to justify this one. 2, 3. And these guys will be supplied over here for the grapes and the olive oil. I won't sweat that. This I am sweating, though. I am sweating this a lot. I think we're going to need to put another one in. Okay, 39 people. That's about where we're at. That's about the best I can do. Alright, a third one here might be a third too much. We have enough that we can justify putting down that, and that. And now, if we have to, I can defend this place. Okay. Well, so Athens was giving me 4,000 even on mortal difficulty, so that's where it's at. This is just because of reduced cost on beginner level. That's the only explanation for that. Okay, we got the wine coming in. We need another carting shed over here, I guess. Do I? I guess I must. Like, these are the only guys taking my fucking fleece, and we're using it all. Although it does take one to put it down in the first place, but Jesus. And the crises haven't even started yet. Knock on wood, as he just says that. Dooming myself. Okay. I'm being dumb here. We can fit a few more people in anyway. I missed that. Hopefully we're going to fill that in soon enough that it starts trickling down here, because this is a big problem. My initial planning was putting one here so that these could share it, but then everybody else just... I mean, seeing what we've had in the past, with this being a problem, I cannot do that again. We will have enough people. Eventually we're going to have people living in here anyway, so I need to be mindful of that. Just because we got an excess number of people doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. Where are we at security-wise? Alright. Now, they're going to have access to wine, and that is something I'm not selling yet. I was keeping that because I wanted them to be able to at least fill up with armor before doing that, but now we need to expand. And as that goes, it will... Why was there a homeless guy? Why was there a homeless guy?
I searched high and low, and there's not so much as a hut for me to call home. Not even Diogenes' barrel.
Were they getting kicked out of the elite housing? Is that what was going on there? Yeah, goats are absolutely worthless as a food source. They're a supplemental at best. Okay, we're starting to see some fish come down here. Good. Good. Okay, we got excess there. Should probably have another... Yeah, we need one more winery for sure. We could potentially put in another... Okay, we're up to 600. Put in one more mint. We don't want to go too much further than that. I might want to get started up in here. See, eventually the earthquake is going to cut this off, and we will not have access to this, at which point I can just remove this, and I'll have plenty of building space for growers and the industry over here. So I don't want to get ahead of myself there. This food situation needs to be handled, like, now. Okay. I think Hephaestus takes about 50 people. Where are we sitting? 4 loads of wood. Okay, that's a full thing there. 12 slabs of marble. Okay, so we got just enough. They gave us just enough to build this. Which, it's not even necessary, but... You know... Yeah, they want us to do it, so we're going to do it. So, yeah, we're going to have to conquer before we can get the wheat imported to do the fish, or the fish, horses. Close enough, right? Fish and horses. Which means I guess I can put a trade post here, maybe. Maybe that'll be... What the fuck? Did he come from down here? Why would it route that way? Gnosis has now launched an invasion. Nemean games conclude. Now, there is a trick that I thought about, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I could put a wall up here with some towers. This is not going to be completed in time for Talos. I could put a wall up here with some towers, and they might be able to attack enough of them that it would send them my way. I might be able, if I build a bridge across so that they can come over here, because they head towards the palace. But if I build them a route over here, maybe maybe I could get them to bypass this and they would leave all my shit alone, because otherwise they're going to just come wandering right through my city. Alright, let's find out if that's going to work. Let's just try it. When... Shit, not that. God damn it. 4 months. Alright. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's see if we can get them to bypass my vulnerable everything and come over here. And especially because if I can get them to cross on this bridge, I can pelt them. I can pelt them with arrows. So if I go... Now if I just do this, do a wall, and put a tower there, and we are manning the tower, because then they can come right into the face of all that. I just thought of something else I wanted to do instead. Yeah, we'll get them. Maybe they'll bypass this. If we can trick them into this, this will save me a lot of grief. And then we can have some hoplites waiting for them. And get them before they get my palace. Unless they can figure out a way up and around. I guess it also depends. It might just be better to pay them off. It depends on how expensive that's going to be. I am tempted to see if this will work.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
Okay. Well, they are taking it to the armorers. That is why it is taking so long to get these damn sculptures. Where are we sitting? Almost full. Almost a full army. Not enough. I mean, we could finish this before they get to me. I mean, almost. I think we've actually got enough armor to do it. It's just them getting it to us. Okay, 1 month. Alright. Let us see what happens here. I'm going to slow this down, and I'm going to get you guys down here. And get you prepped and ready. In fact, maybe I should have you here so that you can whack them. Well, no, they're going to get whacked by the fucking archers. They do have archers. Plus, they're not a full company, so I don't want to... kind of want to send the not full company home, actually. What company is that, though? It's the stripy one. This one. Yeah. Send them home so they can build up. The rest of these guys, though...
My armor is as good as Achilles. I'll be ready when the invasion starts.
The only thing else I can think is just draw a wall across here. Line it with towers, and just take them as they come. How do you get up there? Okay, 450. Well, okay, so this is easy. On normal, it's probably double, so it would probably be about 900. Let's just see if this works, though. I just want to see. Oh, don't tell me they came from a different fucking area. Oh my god. God! Fucking damn it. Oh, okay. Why isn't this speeding up? Are you going to attack, or what are you fucking doing? What in the fuck are they doing? Are they attacking or what? You stupid cunts! What the fuck are you doing? Invasion force has been defeated. I was not expecting that. I will be perfectly honest, I was not expecting that. Okay, they just disappeared on me, or what? I guess they just disappeared on me. Go home. Go home. Go home. Okay, well, the walls, curious. Very curious. Well, we'll keep that, I guess. And I've got my 32. 31 supported? Well, maybe they need to get back first. Okay. That didn't play out how I had wanted it to, or how I had expected it to, but it did work, so we'll keep it. Did we even... I mean, we didn't even lose anybody. We didn't. I don't... Okay. Well, I mean, that's easy difficulty for you, I guess. Whatever. We'll bump it back up to mortal now that I've fucking gotten past this damn thing finally. Christ, what a ball ache.
Mycenae is a powerhouse. The Atlanteans could not tear our city down and have retreated for the time being. Regrettably, our Greek compatriots have not fared so well. Sparta and Athens are now firmly in the Atlanteans' grip, and we alone survive to stand up to those horrid Atlanteans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously this is... beginner makes it super easy, because on Mortal, I ran out of money twice to build even this stuff. And so I was always getting the gifts, but then you also have to beg for the money, and just... Oh my god, it's such a fucking pain. I cannot imagine playing this on Olympian. This is just fucking impossible. But we're past it. And now comes the disasters. I'm pretty sure in the next episode it's when Poseidon and the earthquakes and the tidal waves and all that other horse shit comes in. Fun. See you then.